Hey everyone, welcome back to SwitchTop. Today I'm counting down the top 25 Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 games coming in 2025 and 2026 that have me the most excited. These games are going to be absolutely amazing and I can't wait to share them with you. Let's jump right into the countdown. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, set for release on December 4th, 2025, marking the long-awaited continuation of Samus Aran's legendary journey. Developed by Retro Studios, this new chapter transports players to the mysterious planet Vueros after an accident leaves Samus stranded in uncharted territory. The game blends the atmospheric exploration, scanning mechanics, and tense first-person combat that define the Prime series, with fresh elements such as new psychic abilities and the introduction of the Viola, a sleek high-tech motorcycle that expands traversal possibilities. Players will uncover secrets hidden within ancient jungles and ruins, solve environmental puzzles, and battle formidable enemies that test both reflexes and strategy. On Nintendo Switch, the game runs smoothly with enhanced performance, while the upcoming Switch 2 version will add even greater visual fidelity and precision controls. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond promises a bold evolution of the series while staying true to its roots.
And what will be her fate after being summoned to Vueros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time.
Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake, launching on October 30th, 2025, and bringing back two of the legendary classics that laid the foundation for the entire Dragon Quest series. This collection allows players to relive the origins of the Erdrick legend, starting with the hero's solo journey in Dragon Quest 1 and continuing into the expanded, party-based adventure of Dragon Quest 2, all presented in the striking HD 2D visual style popularized by modern classics like Octopath Traveler. The remake beautifully combines pixel art characters with richly layered environments, enhanced lighting, and dynamic effects, creating a nostalgic yet modern atmosphere. In addition to the visual overhaul, the game introduces quality of life improvements such as refined menus, save anywhere functionality, adjusted encounter rates, and optional auto battle, making these timeless adventures more accessible while preserving their charm. For fans and newcomers alike, it's a chance to experience the birth of one of gaming's most iconic RPG franchises in a fresh new way.
Ally, the Princess of Kanak, joins the party. The legend is told again, even greater than before.
Hades 2, arriving on September 25th, 2025, and marking Supergiant Games' first ever sequel. This roguelike action game takes players deeper into Greek mythology as they step into the role of Melinoe, princess of the underworld and sister of Zagreus, who embarks on a perilous quest to confront Kronos, the Titan of Time. Building on the award-winning formula of the original Hades, the sequel expands with new weapons, abilities, and a richer narrative that weaves together the schemes of gods and titans. Players will battle through diverse realms filled with dangerous foes, unlock powerful boons from the Olympians, and unravel mysteries hidden in the ever-shifting underworld. On Nintendo Switch, the game delivers smooth performance and cross-save support with PC, while the Nintendo Switch 2 version enhances visuals and frame rates for an even more immersive experience. Hades 2 promises to refine and expand everything fans loved about the original.
We witches oft are underestimated, but I am well aware how capable you are.
I have to be more than that. This family, they deserve their vengeance. But I cannot stop Kronos on my own. Will you aid me?
We got your back, sister, so just keep moving forward.
Pokémon Pokopia, releasing in 2026 exclusively for Nintendo Switch 2, offering a fresh take on the series with a cozy life simulation focus. In this adventure, players embody a Ditto transformed into a human-like form, tasked with transforming a barren land into a thriving haven for Pokémon. The gameplay emphasizes exploration, crafting, farming, and building, as players gather resources like wood, berries, and stone to construct homes, furniture, and tools. A standout feature is the ability to learn Pokémon moves directly from the creatures you befriend, then apply them to shape the world, such as using leafage to grow plants or water gun to nourish crops. With a real-time day and night cycle, dynamic weather, and diverse biomes, the world of Pokopia feels alive and ever-changing. As the settlement expands, more Pokémon can join, creating a personalized, evolving community that blends creativity, strategy, and the charm of the Pokémon universe in an entirely new way.
Till the fields and grow delicious crops. Build homes for the Pokémon you meet. There's so much to do here.
Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles, set for release on September 30th, 2025, giving both longtime fans and newcomers a chance to experience one of the genre's most iconic titles. Set in the war-torn kingdom of Ivalice, the game follows Ramza Beulve as he becomes entangled in a tale of political intrigue, betrayal, and the personal struggle between loyalty and justice, with his complicated bond to Delita serving as the story's emotional core. This edition offers 2 ways to play: a modern enhanced version with fully voiced dialogue, upgraded visuals, reworked UI, autosave, fast-forward options, and even a new Squire difficulty for accessibility, as well as a faithful classic mode that preserves the original's look and feel with the War of the Lions script. With its rich job system featuring over 20 classes and hundreds of abilities, this release combines strategic depth with modern refinements, making it a definitive way to experience the legendary saga on Switch.
Leave that to me.
An ambush. This day.
Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection, set to release on March 13th, 2026, offering a rich turn-based RPG experience within the Monster Hunter universe. Set 2 centuries after a war between the kingdoms of Azuria and Vermeil, the story begins when twin Rathalos, believed extinct, hatch from a single egg, signaling a new conflict. Players take on the role of Azuria's heir and the kingdom's sole Rathalos rider, embarking on an epic journey to uncover the mysteries behind the crystal encroachment phenomenon while exploring diverse environments beyond the Meridian. The game expands on the series' beloved mechanics, featuring open-world exploration, seamless monsty traversal, and a revamped monster gauge system in turn-based combat. For the first time, players can ride Plesioth, and appearances of monsters from Monster Hunter Wilds hint at exciting crossover content. With its strategic battles, engaging story, and deep monster collection mechanics, Twisted Reflection promises to deliver both nostalgia and innovation for fans of the series.
Protector of monsters.
Unraveling the world's greatest mysteries? Man, the Rangers are so cool!
Look at that. It's gone feral.
Got it! I needed to know what she hoped to accomplish.
Super Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2, set to launch on October 2nd, 2025, bringing 2 of Mario's most beloved 3D adventures to modern consoles in a single enhanced collection. Both games receive visual upgrades, including 1080p resolution on Nintendo Switch and 4K support on Switch 2, along with improved interfaces and re-rendered cutscenes that enhance the storytelling. The collection introduces new storybook chapters that expand the narrative, a soundtrack mode to enjoy the iconic music outside of gameplay, and an assist mode to make the challenges more accessible to all players. Additionally, Amiibo support lets players unlock helpful in-game items, adding an extra layer of interaction. With refined controls, richer visuals, and extra content, this collection provides both longtime fans and newcomers a polished, immersive way to experience Mario's cosmic journeys across imaginative galaxies and gravity-defying worlds. Resident Evil Requiem, set to launch on February 27, 2026, bringing the survival horror series to a Nintendo console at launch for the first time. Developed by Capcom using the RE engine, the game follows FBI agent Grace Ashcroft as she investigates a series of mysterious deaths at a hotel, which eventually leads her to the devastated Raccoon City. Players can choose between first-person and third-person perspectives, offering flexibility for both immersive horror fans and those preferring a more traditional view, enhancing accessibility compared to previous entries. On Nintendo Switch 2, the game impressively retains advanced visual effects, including ray-traced lighting, while maintaining smooth performance. Combining atmospheric storytelling, strategic combat, and tense exploration, Resident Evil Requiem promises to deliver a chilling and memorable horror experience, allowing both longtime fans and newcomers to experience the terror and intrigue of the Resident Evil universe in a new, console-optimized way.
Mom, I'm scared.
Grace. They're coming.
The Duskbloods is an upcoming multiplayer action role-playing game developed by From Software and scheduled for release in 2026 exclusively on the Nintendo Switch. Directed by Hidetaka Miyazaki, renowned for his work on Dark Souls and Elden Ring, the game introduces players to a gothic universe where they assume the role of Bloodsworn, vampiric warriors with unique abilities and weapons. The gameplay combines player versus player PvP and player versus environments PvE elements, supporting online multiplayer for up to 8 players. Matches involve strategic combat, dynamic events, and a victory point system, culminating in intense battles where only one player remains standing. The game's aesthetic draws inspiration from Gothic and Victorian themes, offering a dark and immersive atmosphere. The Duskbloods marks a significant departure from Software's traditional single-player experiences, embracing a multiplayer-focused design tailored for the capabilities of the Nintendo Switch.
Tears will flow for one, and one alone.
Terminator 2D No Fate, set to launch on October 31st, 2025, delivering a retro-inspired 2D side-scrolling action experience. Developed by Bitmap Bureau, the game immerses players in a pixelated world filled with intense combat and cinematic storytelling, drawing inspiration from the classic Terminator 2 Judgment Day film, as well as previously unfilmed sequences and creative new scenarios. Players can take control of iconic characters such as Sarah Connor, John Connor, and the T-800, navigating through missions that include side-scrolling battles, motorcycle chases, and high-stakes shootouts. The gameplay evokes classic arcade sensations reminiscent of Super Contra, Final Fight, and Rolling Thunder, while offering modern refinements for fluid action. With multiple endings, strategic combat, and nostalgic references woven into the narrative, Terminator 2D No Fate promises a thrilling mix of nostalgia and fresh gameplay, appealing to longtime fans of the franchise and newcomers alike on Nintendo Switch. Mario Tennis Fever, set to release on February 12, 2026, exclusively for Nintendo Switch 2. Developed by Camelot Software Planning, the game brings a fresh and dynamic take on the Mario Tennis franchise with its largest roster to date, featuring 38 playable characters from the beloved Mario universe. Players can utilize 30 unique Fever rackets, each imbued with special abilities that can freeze opponents, create shadow doubles, or shrink rival players, adding a strategic layer to matches. Classic tennis mechanics such as topspins, slices, and lobs remain, while new defensive maneuvers and motion-controlled swing mode with Joy-Cons create an immersive and interactive gameplay experience. The game also includes a story-driven adventure where characters undergo transformations, blending narrative excitement with competitive tennis action. With its combination of innovative mechanics, diverse characters, and engaging modes, Mario Tennis Fever promises to deliver a fun, strategic, and highly replayable tennis experience for both casual and competitive players on Nintendo Switch 2.
Even some where you'll experience wonder effects. In the online modes, choose between casual play with customizable rules in Online Room, or go for glory in ranked matches. You can even gently swing your Joy-Con 2 controller like a racket for a more authentic
007 First Light, set to release on March 27, 2026, exclusively for Nintendo Switch 2. Developed by IO Interactive, this title offers a fresh origin story for James Bond, focusing on his early days as he joins MI6's 00 program. Players take control of a young Bond, navigating a world of espionage, stealth, and high-stakes action through missions that balance strategic planning with dynamic combat. The game introduces refined weapon handling mechanics, ensuring gunplay feels fluid, responsive, and central to the experience, while also incorporating signature Bond gadgets for intelligence gathering, disabling security systems, and gaining tactical advantages. With immersive stealth sequences, cinematic storytelling, and varied mission design, 007 First Light promises to capture the essence of the James Bond universe. Fans and newcomers alike can expect a compelling and action-packed adventure that explores the origins of Agent 007 on Nintendo Switch 2.
To hell with that.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder plus Meetup in Bellabel Park set to launch in spring 2026 on Nintendo Switch 2. This expanded edition builds on the acclaimed platforming adventure of the original Super Mario Bros. Wonder while introducing the vibrant new multiplayer hub Bellabel Park. Players can enjoy a variety of cooperative and competitive minigames, including Phanto Tag, a ghostly hide-and-seek challenge, Fast Cash Tip Taps Coin Spree, a fast-paced obstacle course, and Knock 'em Back Bubble Blaster, a combat-style arena mode. The game supports both local and online multiplayer, allowing 2 to 4 players to team up or compete in a dynamic social environment. Enhanced graphics and performance leverage the capabilities of the Nintendo Switch 2, while appearances by the Koopalings add nostalgia and new challenges for fans. With its mix of classic platforming, innovative minigames, and multiplayer fun, Super Mario Bros. Wonder plus Meetup in Bellabel Park promises an engaging and lively experience for both longtime fans and newcomers to the series.
Run across them.
Jump to the beat!
Jump in time and the lift will rise. Get in sync, then 1, 2, 3, jump!
Little Nightmares 3, set to launch on October 10th, 2025 for Nintendo Switch 2. Developed by Supermassive Games and published by Bandai Namco, this installment continues the series' signature puzzle platform horror style while introducing a fresh story and new gameplay mechanics. Players follow 2 protagonists, Low and Alone, as they explore the eerie and distorted world of the Spiral, a series of unsettling realms within the mysterious Nowhere. Each character wields unique tools, Low with a bow and Alone with a wrench, allowing for cooperative gameplay to solve puzzles, overcome traps, and evade menacing creatures. For the first time in the series, online co-op multiplayer is included, with a friend pass system enabling a second player to join without purchasing the game separately. Enhanced visuals on Switch 2 provide sharper graphics and immersive environments, while the haunting, atmospheric design delivers tension and suspense. Little Nightmares 3 promises a chilling, engaging, and unforgettable horror adventure for both longtime fans and newcomers to the franchise. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, set to launch on November 6th, 2025, exclusively for Nintendo Switch 2. Developed by Koei Tecmo's AAA Games Studio and published by Nintendo, this hack-and-slash action game serves as a canonical prequel to The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, exploring the events of the imprisoning war. Players can take control of iconic characters such as Princess Zelda and King Rauru, leading epic battles against Ganondorf's forces across large-scale battlefields filled with hordes of enemies. The game introduces innovative mechanics, including elemental zonai devices that impact combat strategy and provide dynamic gameplay options. Split-screen co-op and game share functionality allow two players to experience the adventure together using a single copy of the game. Additionally, players with save data from previous Zelda titles can unlock exclusive in-game items as bonuses. With its blend of action-packed combat, rich storytelling, and expansive exploration, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment promises a thrilling and immersive journey through Hyrule's history on Nintendo Switch 2.
Hordes of enemies as you fight alongside your allies. Like this brave Korok. Get familiar with your allies' abilities so you know which character to swap to in any situation. Zonai devices can bring water.
Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, set to launch on February 5th, 2026 for Nintendo Switch 2. This remake revitalizes the classic 2000 game Dragon Quest VII, Fragments of the Forgotten Past, updating its expansive story and gameplay for a modern audience while preserving the charm that made the original beloved. Players journey with a group of childhood friends who uncover a mysterious shrine that transports them through time, revealing forgotten lands and battling dark forces to restore the present. The game features a visually striking diorama-inspired 3D art style, bringing Akira Toriyama's iconic character designs to life, while the battle system has been enhanced with dual vocations through the moonlighting system, allowing characters to wield two classes simultaneously. Quality of life improvements such as visible overworld enemies, automatic low-level enemy defeats, and tactical speed-up options streamline gameplay. With a combination of classic storytelling, refined mechanics, and enriched visuals, Dragon Quest VII Reimagined promises an engaging and immersive adventure for both longtime fans and newcomers on Nintendo Switch 2.
Dragon Quest VII.
Octopath Traveler 0, set to release on December 4th, 2025 for Nintendo Switch 2. Serving as a prequel in the acclaimed Octopath Traveler series, this installment retains the franchise's signature HD 2D art style and turn-based combat while introducing exciting new gameplay innovations. Players begin by customizing their protagonist, choosing appearance, starting skills, and a favorite dish that influences gameplay. The game also introduces a town-building mechanic inspired by classic RPGs, allowing players to rebuild their hometown after a devastating fire, adding a layer of strategic management alongside exploration. Combat has been expanded to include up to 8 characters simultaneously, with front and back row positioning for enhanced tactical depth, and a roster of over 30 recruitable party members offers diverse team-building options. Set in the rich and familiar world of Orstera, Octopath Traveler 0 combines classic RPG storytelling with modern innovations, delivering a deep, engaging, and immersive experience for longtime fans and newcomers alike on Nintendo Switch 2.
New battles with parties of up to 8 characters.
We're in this together. Please and thank you!
Time to teach you a lesson. Witness a tale of beginnings that unfolds across Orstera.
Dynasty Warriors Origins, set to launch on January 22nd, 2026, exclusively for Nintendo Switch 2. Developed by Omega Force and published by Koei Tecmo, this installment returns to the series' roots, blending intense hack-and-slash action with strategic elements for a more immersive experience. Set during the tumultuous Three Kingdoms period of ancient China, players assume the role of an amnesiac hero who becomes entangled in legendary conflicts, navigating a branching storyline where choices influence alliances, battles, and multiple possible outcomes. The game features large-scale combat, allowing players to command troops, coordinate attacks, and execute dynamic combos while forming bonds with various officers, each with unique abilities and personalities that impact strategy. Enhanced visuals and performance on Switch 2 showcase detailed battlefields and cinematic cutscenes, bringing the era's epic warfare to life. With its combination of tactical depth, story-driven gameplay, and action-packed battles, Dynasty Warriors Origins promises a rich and engaging experience for fans of the franchise and newcomers alike.
In time, they
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, set to release on November 14th, 2025 for Nintendo Switch 2. Serving as a spiritual successor to the beloved Budokai Tenkaichi series, the game delivers high-octane, 3D team-based combat with a roster of over 180 characters, including fan favorites like Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza, alongside new additions from the Dragon Ball Daima anime series. Players can engage in fast-paced battles across destructible arenas, utilizing a refined combat system that includes mechanics such as skill count, revenge counter, and vanishing assaults, while retaining signature dash and counter abilities. A robust custom mode allows players to create and share their own battle scenarios online, and multiplayer options include both online and split-screen competitive modes. With stunning visuals that faithfully capture the anime's dynamic energy, deep customization, and an expansive character roster, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero promises to deliver an exhilarating and immersive fighting experience that appeals to both longtime Dragon Ball fans and newcomers alike on Nintendo Switch 2.
You're looking quite well, Gohan. Truth be known, I've often wondered what it would be like to fight against you in this body.
What's the matter, dear brother?
Silence, Frieza! In custom battle, you can create original battle.
Elden Ring Tarnished Edition, set to launch in late 2025 for Nintendo Switch 2. This edition bundles the critically acclaimed Elden Ring with the expansive Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, providing a complete and immersive experience in the vast and haunting world of the Lands Between. Players take on the role of the Tarnished, embarking on a perilous journey to restore the Elden Ring and claim the title of Elden Lord, exploring intricately designed landscapes, treacherous dungeons, and facing formidable bosses. The edition introduces new weapons, armor sets, and customization options for Torrent, the Spectral Steed, enhancing both combat and exploration. Leveraging the capabilities of Nintendo Switch 2, the game delivers a seamless experience in both handheld and docked modes, combining From Software's signature challenging combat and rich lore with optimized performance. Elden Ring Tarnished Edition promises a deep, rewarding, and unforgettable action RPG adventure for both longtime fans and newcomers to the franchise. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, set to release in 2026 exclusively for Nintendo Switch. As the 18th installment in the storied Fire Emblem series, the game introduces a fresh narrative centered on the Heroic Games, a gladiatorial tournament where champions compete for their deepest wishes, overseen by the enigmatic Divine Sovereign. Players follow Kai, a young orphan fighting to save his father, alongside other characters including Theodora, Dietrich, and Lita, each with personal stakes in the arena. The game emphasizes tactical, turn-based combat reminiscent of Fire Emblem Three Houses, featuring a rich variety of units, weapons, and strategic opportunities. Its world draws inspiration from ancient Mediterranean cultures, offering diverse environments, intricate cityscapes, and immersive battlefields. With a deep story, character-driven relationships, and complex strategic gameplay, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave promises to continue the franchise's legacy by blending challenging combat with emotional storytelling, delivering an engaging and memorable experience for both longtime fans and newcomers on Nintendo Switch.
Won't let you hurt her!
And now warm blood is served in a crude cup.
You think I'd let you deny me my feelings?
I refuse to accept defeat. Not now!
For those who... Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, set to launch in spring 2026 for Nintendo Switch 2. In this whimsical side-scrolling platformer, Yoshi encounters a magical talking book named Mr. E, whose pages reveal a world filled with unusual creatures in need of assistance. Players guide Yoshi through vibrant and imaginative chapters within the book, encountering a variety of creatures, each with unique abilities that can be used to solve puzzles, traverse obstacles, and uncover hidden secrets. The game's art style draws inspiration from stop-motion animation, featuring painterly textures and carefully crafted low frame rate animations, creating a visually enchanting and immersive experience. As the 7th main installment in the Yoshi series, following Yoshi's Crafted World, this adventure continues the franchise's legacy of playful exploration and creative level design. With its engaging gameplay, delightful visuals, and inventive mechanics, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book promises to deliver a magical and heartwarming experience for both longtime fans and newcomers on Nintendo Switch 2.
Touch them, and they'll scatter in the air. Oh no, that creature is stuck. It seems like the dandelions can absorb nutrients. Oh, they can even cause rocks to crack. Thanks to them, we were able to break the rock.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, set to release in 2026 for Nintendo Switch 2. Set in 1937, between the events of Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade, the game follows the iconic archaeologist Indiana Jones as he uncovers a global conspiracy surrounding the Great Circle, a network of ancient sites forming a perfect circle on the map. Players will explore diverse real-world locations, including Vatican City, Giza, the Himalayas, Shanghai, and Sukhothai, combining first-person exploration, third-person platforming, stealth, and combat. The game emphasizes player choice, allowing for stealthy infiltration or direct confrontation, with narrative-driven encounters featuring allies and antagonists that shape the story. Indiana Jones is voiced by Troy Baker, with his likeness modeled after Harrison Ford, while supporting characters and complex villainous forces enrich the plot. Optimized for Nintendo Switch 2, the game promises smooth performance, immersive visuals, and engaging gameplay, delivering a thrilling, globe-trotting adventure filled with puzzles, traps, and cinematic storytelling that fans of the franchise will eagerly anticipate. Pokémon Legends ZA, set to release on October 16th, 2025 for Nintendo Switch 2. Building on the open-world exploration of Pokémon Legends Arceus, this installment transports players to the vibrant, urban environment of Lumiose City, inspired by Paris, blending city exploration with traditional Pokémon adventure. The game introduces real-time combat mechanics, allowing players to switch Pokémon mid-battle and use precise timing to enhance moves, adding strategic added depth to encounters. A return of Mega Evolutions adds excitement with new forms for Kalos starters, Chestnut, Delphox, and Greninja, accessible through ranked ZA Battle Club seasons. The Mega Dimension DLC expands gameplay with spatial distortions and additional Mega Evolutions, including Mega Raichu X and Y, offering new challenges and strategic opportunities. Optimized for Nintendo Switch 2, the game delivers enhanced visuals, smoother performance, and immersive cityscapes teeming with interactive elements. Pokémon Legends ZA promises to offer a fresh, engaging, and dynamic experience for both longtime fans and newcomers, combining exploration, strategic battles, and urban adventures into a memorable Pokémon journey on Nintendo Switch 2.
You can catch Pokémon here, but they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety. There are Pokémon that live outside wild zones too.
Kirby Air Riders, set to launch on November 20th, 2025 for Nintendo Switch 2. This highly anticipated sequel to the 2003 GameCube classic Kirby Air Ride brings fast-paced racing and vehicular action back to the series, directed by Masahiro Sakurai. Players can choose from over a dozen beloved characters, including Kirby, Meta Knight, and King Dedede, each equipped with unique copy abilities and special moves that influence racing strategy. The game features two main modes: Air Ride, a competitive racing mode supporting up to 6 players, and City Trial, a dynamic, free-roaming mode with randomized events, minigames, and stadium challenges supporting up to 16 players online. Refined controls allow for boosting, drifting, and executing special maneuvers, enhancing both precision and excitement. The game also supports local and online multiplayer, letting friends or global competitors race together. With its colorful, whimsical art style, engaging mechanics, and beloved characters, Kirby Air Riders promises a thrilling and memorable racing experience for Nintendo Switch 2 players.
Will also increase. Plus, with the Amiibo, you can swap riders. Just like in the game, you can choose your rider and machine. Levels are also transferred over.
Those are my top 25 most anticipated Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 games for 2025 and 2026. From tactical battles to sky-high racing, there's something exciting for every type of gamer here. Which game are you most looking forward to? Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more Nintendo content, and I'll catch you in the next video.